If you've been running social media advertisement, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, any of these social media sites, and it's not been working, chances are you felt this way before. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are also you're just getting started with advertisement, or you could be particularly familiar with advertisement, running advertisement to social media. Matter of fact, you might actually have been running social media advertisements for quite a while now, but they've not been performing well. You put in all this money into it, and at the end of everything, you end up getting zero results. And all around you, you are being bombarded with all these techniques and tricks and hacks in the market out there about how to maneuver the system, set up your targeting, do this, do that. It can be overwhelming sometimes. And it's also exhausting. Trust me, I know, I've been there. And let me point this out right now. It is absolutely not your fault if you've made such mistakes before. You just simply didn't have the right information, which is what I'm going to give you in this video. So I have a question for you. Would you like to know exactly what your competitor is doing? That competitor of yours who has their trade secrets, would you like to know exactly how they succeed online? Would you like to know exactly the kinds of advertisement they run, the social media post that gets them the most kind of engagement? Would you like to know exactly what it is that they're doing online that is actually making things work for them? Before you answer that question, let me ask you another one. How much do you think they're going to charge you to actually give you a consultation to review all these things to you? A lot, right? A humongous amount, a ridiculous amount of money. That's what they're going to charge you. That's if at all they even respond to your inquiry or your request for them to consult for your business. I mean, come to think of it, right? Why would they? If they teach you the exact things that they're doing to be successful online, you would end up becoming a competition. You would end up becoming a fierce competition for them. So why would they do that? Now, even if they do, one can only imagine the amount of money that they're going to charge you just to teach you that thing. But what if I told you that there was a way for us to actually get all these different kinds of informations for free? What if there was a way to literally find out exactly what it is, A to Z, step by step, exactly what your competition is doing to be able to be at the top of the industry and you are where you are right now? What if you had that advantage to be able to not just meet up to them, but be able to exceed them? And what if you could get all of these things for free? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you if you stay to the end of this video. The same thing that they will charge you hundreds of thousands, possibly millions in consulting fees, you will get for free. It almost sounds like it's too good to be true. And instead of defending myself, why don't I let you be the judge of that? If you stay to the end of this video, I'll be revealing exactly how you can do that. So once and for all, you can finally figure out exactly where they're getting their traffic from. They will never tell you these things unless you pay them tons of money in consulting fees, but you finally figure out those top 3 in your industry, where exactly are they getting their traffic from you? I'll show you exactly how you can do that. Who exactly is engaging with your brand? Where are they located? Where can you find them? What's their interest? All these things you can figure out for yourself, and I'll walk you through step by step exactly how you can do that. By the time you're done with this video, you will know exactly where to find your customers. How exactly can you find these customers? More importantly, the third thing, how can you communicate to them in such a way that they are almost begging for you to take their money in exchange for your product or service? Enough said. I have something to show you. Now, another way to look at this is gathering data from your competitors. So you have things like flanks.com, you have things like socialblade.com, you have things like similarweb.com. So without further ado, let me actually show you a brief demonstration as to the power of these tools. So to show you a practical exercise of this, now here we are in similarweb.com, right? So here's the thing, I can go on ahead and actually type in the websites that I want to analyze here, right? But I want to show you something cool first, something really interesting. Now, in case if you're using Chrome, there is an extension for you to actually do this. So let me go on ahead and install this extension. So here, they're going to try and sell you on why you need the extension. You already know, so I'm going to click on Add to Chrome, Add Extension. We're going to wait for it. Okay, so it's done setting up. and it's telling us how to pin our extensions. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to pin this. Good. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to type in conga.com just to show you a real life example of what this thing can do. It's just insane how powerful these tools are, and nobody out there is actually using it because nobody actually knows about this, right? So now that we are in Conga, I'm going to click on the extension, and it's going to prompt us to accept this. I'm going to do that. So you can see the stats of this, right? Page visits, monthly visitors, average visit duration. So now you can see their source of, oh my God, this is just insane. Look at their source of traffic, right? So blue, which is the highest, 57%, says it's direct. So people just literally type in, majority of their traffic comes from people literally visiting conga.com. That's majority of their traffic. Now, the second to highest of their traffic source is search. So people search on Google, people search on Bing. And the third traffic source is their referrals. This is just insane. The fourth traffic source is their display ads. And here, the fifth is their social, the sixth is their email. So here you can see that for their category, what has actually worked so much for them is one, search. Two is direct. So looking at all these things, typing in your competitor's URL when you come to SimilarWeb, right, or using the SimilarWeb extension, you can literally tell and predict what exactly is going on. Traffic and engagement. Let me click on this. It's going to redirect me to similarweb.com so that I would actually view more details. So you can see exactly what is going on in their website. Like everything you need to spy on your competitors is just here. Every data that you need to be informed as to how things work, how they get their traffic, etc., you can get it from here. So here it says forecast industry changes. Understand your audience. Now, what I want is to understand my audience. I want to gain a deeper insight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on try now. So it's going to prompt me to log in, to sign up, which I'm going to do. So before registration, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. You just go on ahead and fill in all of that. Remember, what we're trying to do is that we're trying to gain deep insights. So which website would you like to get insight for? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to type in that same conga.com again. I mean, look at this. This is just insane. Conga.com declined by 18%, while the nearest competitor, which is Jumia, only declined by 2.7%. 9 trending keywords found. Here it also says this month your paid search traffic declined by this, while the competitive set average grew by 31%. Wow. Display traffic declined. Oh God, I mean, look at this. Just look at this. Here you can see Gmail.com launched 12 new ad creatives. We can literally see all their campaigns here. These campaigns that they just launched, we can view and spy on all of them. And this is just insane. This month, your social traffic declined. Wow. Now you can see social traffic to gmail.com.ng from facebook.com has increased by 57%. Whew. Insane. Referrals grew by 5.7%. This is Conga, while that of Jumia declined by 12%. So you can see all these things. We can go in deep. What you can do is just insane. What you can do is just insane with all of this. We can go into advertising, their display ads, video ads, all these things. We can literally spy on our competitor, figure out exactly what they are doing. And the only thing that we have to do is, instead of consulting them and paying them millions to actually teach our team all these things, which I'm guessing you're not in the liberty of doing, you can literally figure out exactly what they're doing by leveraging this tool. Everything they're doing as far as their website is concerned, the traffic that is coming into their website, customer behaviors in their website, what source, right? Is it from search? Is it from YouTube? Is it from Facebook? Is it from Instagram? That will tell you that based on these competitors, based on this thing that is occurring in my competitor's site, what gives my competitor the most of his traffic is Google.
what gives most of my competitors most of their traffic is YouTube or is Facebook. It then tells you that where your advertisement should be pouring in is not on any of those other platforms aside the one that your competitor is using the most, aside the one that has the largest percentage of traffic source. These tools are just flat out fantastic. And the fact that people have been sitting on gold mine like this is just insane. Now that we've actually looked at one of our competitors' digital assets, which is their website, the traffic that flows in, the traffic that goes out, everything associated with their website, we've gotten an in-depth understanding of where our traffic lies. As you can see in Konga, part of their traffic mostly fluctuated between the amount of traffic that they got from search engines. The second thing was from people actually going into their website, typing out their website. And then the third largest traffic that we saw was their social media. And in that social media, the highest amongst all of them was Facebook. So we've learned that majority of, if we're in that kind of business, Facebook is the easiest and the fastest way for us to get our customers to actually come and buy from us by running Facebook advertisements. And we didn't guess this thing. Right? Konga literally told us exactly how to go about this. But now that we've actually uncovered how to do this as far as their website is concerned, what about their social media handles, right? What are the stats in their social media handles? Say we actually want to understand how our competitor, things associated with their social media handles, how they go about it, what do we do? So now there's this baker that I do like very much. So I'm going to use hers. Here you can see this is the amount of followers that they had as of today. The most recent likes and comments, the engagement rate is just around 0.43%. But this isn't enough, right? This isn't enough. We want more insights. What we can do is for us to actually generate a report here, we'll go on ahead and still type in the same thing. This is good. This is good. This is an engagement calculator, as you can see here. But we want more insights, right? We want more insights. So I'm going to go on ahead and type in this, and I'm going to click on Generate Report. So it's going to tell us that you need to be subscribed to use this feature. Sign up 1 month free trial to submit unlimited audits. Wow, insane. So I'm going to click on Start Free Trial. So 30-day free trial. Wonderful. So I'm going to go on ahead and sign up with all of these things. I prefer using my email. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to complete the entire process and we're going to come back. So once we've done that, we're going to get to the second step, which is going to ask us to start a free trial. I'm going to do that. No problem whatsoever. It's a 30-day free trial. I can cancel beforehand. Once I'm done filling my details, I'm going to click on continue. So it says, welcome to this. Start exploring our features. All right, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put in that same and generate report. Let's actually see what it's going to tell us about this particular account. I'm more interested in, okay, my files, view report. Okay, so it's saying that it's fetching user information. So we're going to wait for it to actually finish. I'm going to pause this video, and by the time it's done, I'm going to resume this video so you can see the progress right here. It has 6 minutes remaining. So basically what happened is by the time it was done, I had to, it completed audits, right? But nothing showed up. I had to retype that particular handle here, and it showed me this. So what I did was I clicked on this. It opened up in a new tab. I also clicked on JPEG. It opened up in a new tab. So this is what the JPEG looks like. But the JPEG is just basically the same thing that this other one opened up, which is this, right? So it shows us everything we need to know about it. You can see everything that there is to know, things that you wouldn't even know unless you actually had a back-end access. You can see brand mentions. You can see she collaborates with event centers. You can see just the majority of all of these brands that she has collaborated with. You can see majority of the follower location. Wow, the highest is actually from France, funny enough. And then about 19% from Nigeria, United Kingdom, Romania, Malawi. These are things that you wouldn't even know. Like there is no way for you to actually know. And she has more like a 50-50 follower ratio. The male 50%, female 50%. This is just insane. I mean, like you wouldn't know. So this then tells you that her product doesn't just cater to females alone, it caters to males. Like it's an equal engagement rate. This is good. Just in any case, you've been over the fence and you're saying, oh, the entire cake thing portrays to females alone. It's a lie. Portrays to males as well, because it's 50-50 here. So it just gives you an in-depth insight as to how this thing works. You can see the engagement rate over time. The highest so far has been as of November 28, 2021. So what you can do is literally go to that particular day, figure out this series of posts that she made on this particular day, figure out exactly what kind of post that generated this kind of engagement. What you can do with this is it's unthinkable. So this is detailed analysis of exponential growth rates. So you can see the posting frequency, right? Average post per day, average post per week, average post per month. The activity, the engagement time. So this can actually literally inform you when our post actually generates most of our engagement. What you can do with this is just it's unimaginable. Most popular days by interaction, most popular posting days, popular hashtags, the most hashtags that have actually generated more interest. This is occurrence 13, 11, 2. As you're hovering over them, you can see the highest occurrence. So it turns out that these two actually has the highest occurrence as far as how business is concerned. So you can actually still use the same hashtags. I mean, like you can't literally file a patent on hashtags. You literally can't. So you can use these hashtags to your own advantage if you're in the same business as this individual. So you can see the captions that she uses more often. Hover over them to see their occurrence. Ooh, okay, this is another caption that works well. Whoa, this caption works well, 14. This caption works well, by far one of the highest, 16. So you're hovering over all of this and you're seeing the captions that works the most. You can literally hack all these things. You can literally just implement majority of these things. So you can see posts with highest engagements. And by looking at the post with the maximum engagement in her page, you can then tell for yourself the kind of post that her customers, her ideal audience, are able to engage with the most. Like what kind of message actually caters to our audience the most. These things will inform you on all of these things. So basically what these things do is that it literally takes the entire concept of guessing out of the equation. So there's no need for you to guess all these things. You can literally pull data, real life data from these things and make an informed decision as to how to grow your business, right? And this is just Instagram. Look at this, competitor tracking. You can do this for YouTube, you can do this for Twitter, you can do this for Twitch. The potential of these things is just enormous. And the last but not the least in this our top 3 tools that are free to use or have a free trial is Social Blade. It's similar to that of these Flanks that we just reviewed, but places that Flanks didn't particularly provide you with details that you need, you can literally use Social Blade and fill in that gap. Now, reviewing Social Blade will add an approximate of maybe 20 to 30 minutes on top of this, and I want to make this video really short. But hopefully you've actually seen that these tools have the potential to actually grow your business exponentially, because it just gives you the kinds of insight that you will literally pay hundreds of thousands, possibly millions to acquire. But it gives it all to you for free. It gives you these insights for free. These are insights that even the business owner itself will not give you. How can they give you these insights? You're literally stealing their business from them. But these tools present you with these insights in details for you to make informed decisions as to how to prioritize your activities. What strategies are you to use? Where are you to advertise? Who are you to talk to? How are you to talk to them? What kind of posts and content has been able to relate to your ideal audience on a much grander scale? Now, having identified all that, you now know how to find your customers and where to advertise. But there's still one thing that is missing, one thing that is really, really important, right? How do you run this advertisement so it's number one, cheap, and number two, it's very effective? At this point, you have one of two options. Option one, you could close this off right now and spend the next 3 to 5 months watching uncoordinated, random YouTube videos that will further progress your state of confusion. Or you can do something else. There's a second alternative, one that's more coordinated, organized, and most importantly, it's much easier. The solution is what I like to introduce to you that's called the SMMA Crash Course. To find out more about this crash course, all you have to do is click the button right now, the button below this video, and we'll get you squared away.